कोई क्वेश्चन पिछली क्लास से किसी स्टूडेंट को? अगर ओके देन
सर वो क्वेश्चन पूछे थे ना,
विच क्वेश्चन?
सर व्हाट्स आई आस्क्ड यू क्वेश्चन 26.
Okay, just a minute. Let me share the PPT first.
Yes.
I think I have shared the book. Is this visible to all?
Yes.
Okay. हाँ, अब बताओ आदर्श कौन सा क्वेश्चन कह रहे थे?
नंबर 26.
क्वेश्चन नंबर 26 स्पीगल का. ओके, क्लास के एंड में डिस्कस करें, है ना? क्लास के एंड में करते हैं, एक बार क्लास ख़त्म कर लें, उसके बाद लास्ट में डिस्कस करते हैं जो भी होगा. तो आई थिंक मैंने लाइन इंटीग्रल बता दिया था. आई हैव टोल्ड अबाउट द लाइन इंटीग्रल और नॉट? वी हैव डिस्कस लाइन इंटीग्रल ना? Okay, let's discuss once again because one question. If R is any vector and x u I cap plus y u j cap plus z u k cap are their components and it's a position vector, it's a curve which is joining 2 points P1 and P2. The shape of this curve can be any shape as we discussed in the previous class. So if we want to calculate the line integral of any vector a x y z which is defined by a1 I cap, a2 j cap, a3 k cap, then we defined it a dot dr, and from p1 to p2 means from the starting point of curve to the end point of curve, and we can also write it as c. C means we are taking the line integral over the curve, and if we do the dot product of a dot dr, then I dot I will come a1 dot dx, from j dot j a2 dy, from k dot k a3 dz. If a is the force, if a, I already asked this question, if a is the force and if we calculate the line integral of force, then what can it is a work done. Work done is f dot dr, then we can call this a dot dr as the work done. Okay, any problem in this? Okay, so let's try the question of line integral first. Find the total work done in moving a particle in a force field given. Force is given F is equal to 3xy I cap minus 5z j cap plus 10x k cap, and along the curve x equal to t square plus 1, y is equal to 2t square, and z is equal to t cube. From t is equal to 1 to 2. So we have to calculate the work done of this force along this curve. The value of curve is given and limit is also given. So we can use direct the formula of line integral f dot dr along the curve C, and this is our f 3xy I cap minus 5z j cap plus 10x k cap dot dxi cap minus dy j, this should be d plus dy j cap, it's my mistake, this is plus dy j cap plus dz k cap. So if we do the dot product, then this first term will come with dx, second term will come with dy, and third term will come with dz, and x, y and z we have already in terms of t. So we can put the values. X is equal to t square plus 1, y is equal to 2t square, and z is equal to t cube, and same value of x, y and z you have also need to put inside this dx. So it will be d bracket t square plus 1, this is 5t cube, dy means d of 2t square plus 10 x, x is t square plus 1, and dz, dz means t cube. Any problem till this point?
No sir.
So if we open this bracket d bracket 2t square, can anyone tell me what we get if we open this d bracket 2t square? What is the answer of this?
40.
4t, and it's not only 4t, I think 4t dt, is not it? It is 4t dt.
Yes, it's 40 dt.
4
With respect to t, we are
exactly. So it is 40 dt. Same, if you expand this, the derivative of 1 is 0, this will be 2t dt, and if you expand this, this will be 3t square dt. So this point is clear. So if you expand, if you open all these brackets, then you will get this whole term, 12t की power 5 plus 10t की power 4 plus 12t cube plus 30t square. You all have the copy pen, na? Let's check one time whether I am correct or not. Just write down this term and open and multiply, and just check whether you are getting this 4 terms or not, and let me know. Take 2 minutes and do it, all of you.
Sir, one question.
Yes.
Sir, you told that in the mid-sem you will give only vectors. So what are the topics included in that?
Whatever I will teach till tomorrow class, full vector will be completed. Dot product, cross product, gradient, divergence, curl, line integral, surface integral, volume integral, and 3 theorems.
And partial derivative.
Partial derivative will come, this gradient, divergence and curl itself is a part of partial derivative. Means I will not give any separate problem on partial derivative. This will be a part of your maths syllabus, I think. So, in physics I will not give any separate problem, and whatever problems I am doing in class and test, those are very important problem. I will try to keep the pattern of the paper almost same. So please do all the problems of class, test and PPT very carefully. Do it 2-3 times by yourself. So has any all, yes.
I'm not getting it how to convert this dt square plus 1 into only dt.
Okay, just a minute. Consider this t square plus 1 as a one function f. Write with me, whatever I am telling, just write on a copy. Write f is equal to t square plus 1. Okay. Now you have to calculate df by dt. What it will be? Tell me. 2t. है ना? Just take dt on the opposite side. So it will be 2t dt.
By 2t.
2t dt.
Yes.
है ना? And f is nothing but t square plus 1. So d of t square plus 1 is 2t dt. Now clear? है ना? Okay. So has all got this 4 terms? I think my this second term is not correct. I don't know whether this is correct or not. Just check it one time.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Yes. Just check it and let me know. Are all other students also doing? Yes, please do and let me know. And new students, Tanishk, Jitender and one more, Amit, are you able to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
last term 10t square plus 1, there will be 2 times dt.
10 t
Sir,
square.
can you show the working
Sorry.
elaborately? Sir, can you show these last two steps elaborately?
Just a minute. Okay. Which step you want?
Last two steps.
Okay. From this step to this step.
Second plus 9.
This.
t square plus 1, 2t square
Okay.
d t square.
Okay. From this to the last line.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just write with me. I am telling. See, the first term is 3t square plus 1 and 2t square, and then this d of t square, this will be 2t dt. So first this will,
d of t square plus 1.
sorry,
D of t square plus 1.
yeah, 3t square plus 1, then 2t square, then last term is 2t dt. So this will be the expansion of this whole first term, this one.
Use substitution method.
You are using substitution method.
Yes, sir. For means to convert it, we will take first another variable t square plus 1
No,
as
no,
another
but
variable.
I don't think there is use of substitution method. It's very simple, direct, because all are in terms
Sir,
of
for the last term then,
this
for the last term,
this last term.
yes, sir, there will be 2 dt's.
No, why there will be 2 dt's? It will be 3t square dt, is not it?
Yes, sir.
And that one will be multiplied with all of them.
Yes, yes, exactly. That 3t square will multiply with this 10 and this t square plus 1. Got it?
Means, in the last term we need to double integrate.
No, 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 no. That's what I am telling.
Sir, in 10 t square plus 1 will be 2t dt, and then again 3t square dt.
No, 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 no. This d is only with this t cube. This is not with 10t square. Got it? Okay, you will get this, I think. Just try after class. If you cannot get, I will send in the group. I will do and take photo and send to you. Now what you will do is you this last term, you all know the integration, na? Just integrate this last term and put the limits, upper limit and lower limit, and tell me the answer. This question mark. What is the answer you are getting? You all know that the
Yes, sir, got this value, sir. It is coming this one.
है ना? You got na? Okay, that's good. Who got it? Abhik. Okay. So if one is getting, then it must be true. You all will get it. So just integrate it now.
I have got it, sir.
Got it. Great, great. So just integrate this now, this whole term, and use the formula integration of x ki power n is equal to x ki power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. Just use that formula and integrate this whole term and put the limits and tell me answer.
Sir, one change will be there. I think that you wrote no plus 10 t to the power of 4. I think that will be minus 10 t to the power of 4.
No, I think.
No, plus only. Sorry.
है ना? Okay, no problem. So just integrate this now. Just take 2 minutes. This will take your 2 minutes. Just integrate it and tell me answer. So first term will be 12t ki power 6 upon 6. Second term will be 10t ki power 5 upon 5. Third term will be 12t ki power 4 upon 4. And last term will be 30t cube upon 3. Are all doing?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Just tell me the answer. What is the answer you are getting?
303.
I think it's right. Means I don't know the exact answer, but I think it's 303. Is any other student got it?
Doing, sir.
Inamul, Pragya, Surhid, Ghanshyam. Are you getting answer?
Sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Amit, Tanishk, Jitendra.
So it is coming 303.
Okay, then it's two students had got it, so I think it's right. This is the correct answer. So all other can solve it.
303, sir.
Three. Okay, good. So 3-4 students are getting. So all other can try after class. You all have this PPT, so you can try. And the new student, yes.
303.
Okay, good. And the new students, you will get this PPT. I will send this in the group. So just go through the starting lectures and PPT. You will understand everything. And if you face any problem, just drop a message to my personal number or send me mail. Okay. So this is the line integral. Let's move to the surface integral. So the main difference between line and surface integral is that in line integral we are integrating through the curve, and there is only one limit, like x. If we are integrating through x, it will be x line, if y, and but in surface integral we have to integrate throughout the surface, and all limits will be in 2 dimension. It's like dx dy, the area element. Basically we are integrating the area element. So consider S a two-sided surface, this kind of surface, and one side of surface we can take positive. It can be any side, but usually we take the direction of upward normal as a positive direction if it's a closed surface. So if we take normal to this surface, this n cap, then this direction we call as a positive direction. So, and if you project this area element to xy axis, xy plane, so this will be its projection. So any problem in this projection? Means it's very simple, just take its image on xy plane. If you want to project into xz plane, just take its image on xz plane, and if you want to project it on a yz plane, just take its image on a yz plane.
Sir, can we do that by taking the unit vector?
Yes, exactly that what we will do. So we need to take the projection of this on a xy plane. So can anyone tell me with which unit vector we need to do the dot product? Any idea? If we want a projection,
Repeat the question.
if we want a projection of this element S, ds element, this is a full S area, and we have taken its small element ds, this small one. So if we want a projection of this small ds element on a xy plane, this one, so we all know that if we want to project a vector onto another vector or to a plane, we have to do the dot product with the unit vector. So my question is, if I want to project this ds on xy plane, with which vector we need to do the dot product? कौन से वेक्टर के साथ हमें डॉट प्रोडक्ट करना पड़ेगा?
J.
J.
J cap, sir.
J cap. Okay. Any other? Are all happy with J cap?
The
See,
projection of ds on xy plane.
exactly. Achha, just tell me one more thing. If xy is one area element, and if we all know that if we want to check the direction of any area, we just take the normal to that area. Okay.
Sir, I with I.
Sir, according to your question, if xy is the plane,
Yes.
if we have to take the normal,
Yes.
then we have to take the z axis.
Exactly. Then it will be k cap.
Because it will be mutually perpendicular to that xy plane.
Yes. So we are projecting it on a xy plane, and the vector which is perpendicular to xy plane is k cap, means z axis. So we have to do the dot product with k cap. This you will understand in the question. This I am just asking because when I will do the problem, at that time you will understand this. So if ds is any area element, the magnitude of this ds vector is ds and its direction is n, then we can write it as n cap ds. So this, in this way we can write the surface integral a dot ds, and this is through this c. Here is not a curve, it's a surface area, means it's a surface through which we are calculating the surface integral. So we can write this a dot ds is equal to a dot n cap ds. So this whole term is called as a surface integral. And you all, if I replace this e with this a with the electric field vector, then what we call it? Do you remember? E dot ds is equal to flux.
Flux.
So it's also called as a flux of A, because if you want to calculate the flux of magnetic field, then you have to do the dot product with the area of magnetic field into area. If you want to calculate the flux of electric field, you have to do electric field dot area. So this, the surface integral can also be called as the flux of A over the surface S. Any problem in this surface integral? We will do problem, you will understand it more clearly when we do the question. Okay, then let's.
So there is two signs of integration.
Yes, because it's a surface, because we are integrating over the area. In the last case we are integrating over the line, means line integral. So if we
For volume we need to give 3.
exactly 3 integral. Got it? Eh? Okay, let's do the problem. These figures you will get as it is in the Spiegel, means this question are from Spiegel. So, and I will send you one more book today. It has a more solved problems and has a better easy problems than Spiegel. So you can go through that book also. It's not in the syllabus, I will send you personally. Okay. So we have to calculate the surface integral of a vector, and a vector is given, and S is the part of the plane 2x plus 3y plus z, which is located in the first octant. Can anyone tell me the meaning of first octant? I mean, what is mean by first octant? Sorry?
So xy is positive.
Exactly.
X, Y, and Z.
Yes, first octant means x, y, z, all three will be positive. So this is the plane. If you plot it, you will get this. And see, this is the surface of the plane, and this is the normal, this normal to the surface n, and this is a small area element ds. Again, now we will use that which I am telling you. If we want to project this ds to xy plane, we will do the dot product with the k vector. See, this k is normal to the surface, है ना? So see this, the projection of ds on yes.
Can you go back to the last slide one?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think I sent this PPT also, so you can even check after class. If you have any problem, let me know, है ना? So now just a minute. So let's do this now. See, the projection of ds on xy plane, as I already clear in the previous slide, we want to project ds on a xy plane, and normal to xy plane is k cap. So we have to do the dot product of this ds with the k cap, this n cap ds dot k cap, and this k, because this ds is the magnitude, so we can take this out, and this we can write this as n cap dot k cap ds. And since we are projecting this element on a xy plane, and in xy plane what will be the area element? Can anyone tell me what is the area element in xy plane? Abhik, Arhit, Pragya, Inamul.
Sir, didn't get your question.
If I am projecting any element, ds area element in on xy plane, one small element, so what will be its area exactly in xy plane? If the length of that the element which I am projecting is dx,
Length into breadth.
Yeah.
Dx into dy.
exactly. So this n dot k cap into ds must be equal to dx dy, and if you put it equal, then we can calculate ds is equal to dx dy upon n cap dot k cap. Any problem in this? Any problem, then you can ask me. Okay, so now we will calculate the surface integral. See this a dot n cap ds, and this ds we can write here, we have calculated dx dy upon n dot k. I have just put this as it is, dx dy upon n dot k. Can anyone told me how we can calculate this n cap?
Sir, can you repeat the ds equal to dx dy by n cap dot k cap? How it is coming?
Okay, this point is clear that the projection, sorry,
That point is clear, sir.
okay, so this point is clear and this point also clear, n dot k cap ds. So if we are projecting ds on a xy plane, so that area element will be dx into dy. This point is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just put these two terms equal. Write n cap dot k cap times of ds is equal to dx dy,
Okay.
and then you will get ds is equal to dx dy
By n.
upon n cap dot k cap. Now got it?
Yes, sir.
And now what I am doing is I just put this ds, this dx dy n dot k. So now in this surface integral we have a dot n cap dx dy upon n dot k, and this n vector we know that how to calculate the normal to any surface. We can take it the divergence, we can take the gradient of that. So if we have this plane 2x 3y 6z and we want to calculate the normal to this plane, then we just take the gradient of this, and gradient of this will be 2i plus 3j plus 6k, this one.
Dot product with I cap, j cap and k cap.
So this n cap will be gradient of plane, that is 2i plus 3j plus 6k, and we want to calculate the unit vector. So we will divide it by its magnitude, 2 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. So we will get this vector 2 by 7 I cap plus 3 by 7 j cap plus 6 by 7 k cap. And so we got this n vector. Now we will calculate this n dot k. When we do the dot product with k vector, the only last term remains, this 6 by 7. So dx dy upon n dot k will be 7 by 6 dx dy. Any problem in this term?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we will just put this. Same way we can calculate a dot n also. We have a vector, we have n vector. This will be a dot n, and now we have everything, a dot n dx dy upon n dot k. We will just put this, and we will reach this 6 minus 2x dx dy, and now we have to integrate this. So for integration we need limits. How we calculate the limit? See, so we are integrating through xy plane. In xy plane z will be 0, so this term will go. So this will be 2x plus 3y is equal to 12. So if we calculate the limit of x or y in terms of x, it will be y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 3. This, so this y is equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. and if we put yz both 0, then we will get x6. So x limit will be 0 to 6, y limit will be 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3, and x limit will be 0 to 6. And now we just need to integrate this first with y, then with x, and just put the limit. You will get this answer. Any problem in this question?
Sir, can
I'm
you
not
stay in
getting
this
this
slide?
surface integration.
Just a minute. Okay, you didn't understand the full surface integration. Okay. Okay. Till this point it's clear that ds is equal to dx dy upon n dot k cap, and we put this. Sorry? Okay.
No sir.
Even this is not clear.
No sir.
Okay. See, in line integral, it's like we are moving on a you have only two direction, either you can go forward or backward. Okay,
Yes.
है ना? So the integration will be only either in means one direction, either forward or backward. So whatever we are integrating in line integral, see, there is only one limit. There is always a one limit. Whatever curve we are taking, at the end there is only one limit. If we are moving through a curve t, then this 1 to 2. But in surface you can move throughout the area. See, this area, this surface, you can move either in x direction, either in y direction. So if you are moving in this way, then you need x limit and y limit both. Now this point is clear.
Yes.
So whenever we are doing surface integration, we need two proper limits, x, and I am doing it in xy plane, that's why I am calling it as a xy. You can also do it, you can project this element, instead of projecting it on a xy plane, you can project it on this xz and yz. I am giving you one homework. Whatever I am doing in through xy plane, just try to do it with xz or yz plane. The only difference is this n, instead of this n dot k, you will get n dot j or n dot I. Instead of this dx dy, you will get dy dz or dx dz. Okay. So second thing is we need proper x and y. So that's why we are taking this small surface area. We cannot integrate it directly. So we are taking this small surface area. We are projecting it on one plane. So I projected it on xy plane. So now what I am doing is I am calculating this ds in this plane. This is what I did. ds is equal to dx dy upon n dot k.
Yes.
Huh? And now I just put this in the surface integral formula, and we all know that how to calculate the n we can calculate through the gradient. So this is the gradient of that equation of plane, and just n dot k a dot n I calculated. Till this point I have only put the values of a dot n cap and n dot k dx dy. Okay. So after putting all values, we are getting this term. Now we have to integrate this. See, for calculating the limit, just go to the equation, this plane equation. First we need the limit of y. So for y limit, just put z equal to 0. If you put z 0, you will get y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 3. So this will be the y limit, 0 to 12 minus 2x, and 0, why 0? Because we are dealing in the first octant. So y start from 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. And now we want to calculate the x limit, because we integrated through the y. So only one x axis remains, and x goes, if we are integrating through x axis, it means y and z are 0. So then x will be 6. So x limit will be 0 to 6. And now you just need to do the direct integration. You already know formula, x ki power n plus 1 upon n.
Sure.
Yes.
Sir, then y equals to 3
Y is equal to 3 means,
means like you substituted x value 0.
yes,
Similarly, we can substitute value for
Yeah.
equations are
See, this you have to do one by one. See, I am doing it in xy plane. So first z is always 0 in xy plane. So we need two limits. One is y limit and other is x limit. And see, if we are doing in yz plane, then this term goes 2x. Then we have this 3y plus 6z. Now it depends on you. See, like I am integrating first through the y. So I am writing y in terms of x. If you want to integrate first through x, then what you will do is you will write x in terms of y. Then x will be 12 minus 3y by 2. है ना? Then we will take x0, then y will be 4. Then the next limit will be first limit from 0 to 12 minus 3y, and second limit will be 0 to 4. That will be the y limit. Now clear? It will take some time for you to grasp this because it's a proper new concept. Just go through this surface integral in the
Sir,
Yes, yes,
sir, in the first one,
yes,
the first line in this, no, the next slide.
yes.
And the first line, sir, how 36z minus 36 plus 18y is coming 36 minus 12x?
If you put this y in terms of x from this, y is equal to 12 minus.
Oh, you're substituting.
Yes, yes, I am because I am taking everything in terms of x. So we need to take everything in terms of x. If you want to take in terms of y, then you can take it as it is. This whole, just replace z and you will get this in terms of y. Okay. Okay, you will get it. Don't worry. You will get it slowly. It will take some time to, because this is a proper new concept. It will take some time. So now I ask you to start the test. You all have the test code, na? Okay.